Welcome to Cargo Insights TV. My name is Shreyansh Kohli, and we are here today at the biggest South Asian exhibition, ISCS 2025. Today we have with us Ms. Devi James from K&Dev Logistics. All right, my first question to you is, where do you see the Indian logistics industry in the coming 5 years?
I think it has a very upward growth. It's already growing very well. So it's got a very it's going into a phenomenon called the unhinged flow state. So it is just going to keep going, right? Doesn't matter what you're going to do or what not you're going to do. The logistics industry will grow because of the kind of FDIs that are coming in, and India is being looked at as a manufacturing hub. So that being said, our logistics sector is set to grow because they are going to be the backbone for it, and without us, nothing is going to move, right? So any sort of manufacturing that's going to come in terms of moving your machineries or moving your raw materials to moving it here and getting things done, and then you're going to do the exports as well. I think the logistics industry is going to grow multifold in the next 5 years. So whatever CAGR we're clocking today, we're looking at maybe a 10% growth in 5 years' time. It will double up. That is the expectation of the logistics industry, and that's the trajectory that we're already taking as well.
But what would you advise a logistics company in today's climate if they say want to grow with this rise of the Indian market?
I think we have to be mindful of the growing infrastructure as well. Infrastructure is a very important factor for the logistics industry to grow. If you're looking at the external factors, right? So in terms of physical infrastructure as well as the digital infrastructure, both has to grow. In terms of internally for the logistics sector, I think the fragmentation has come down for where we were. Like, we were only 10% was formalized. The remaining 90% was fragmented. Today, the numbers have changed. But I think the sector has to be more organized in terms of we need to have more grade A warehousing. We need to go more into green logistics. We need to be looking at more EV vehicles. We need to be looking at more IT infrastructure coming in for your documentation to be more streamlined. So you're having better transparency and visibility again for your customers as well as for all the people in the supply chain management.
You know how there's a lot of talk about sustainability and digitization in the industry?
Yeah.
I want to understand, has there been any practical implementation of this, or is it just talk?
I think we're doing. In terms of sustainability and circular economy, we are there. But it's again very sporadic. It's here and there. It's not in a complete circle. For that to happen, I think both the public and the private stakeholders have got to come together in terms of having a very strict norms as to this is what sustainability is and this is what you can do, so that we have to keep in mind the fragmentation in the sector as well, so that anybody who's in the top layer also gets to do the sustainability part of it, and anybody at the grassroots level also having just one truck or having just one warehouse, they're also able to implement the same thing. So there has to be policies in place, and there has to be a hand-holding between the associations as well for all of us to adopt the sustainability. If that can happen, then the levels of adopting sustainability will go up.
I'm sure that you have to put out a lot of fires on a daily basis.
Yes, yeah.
So how is it that you deal with these kind of things? What is your decision-making process, especially when you don't have all the information?
We work with whatever information we have, right? And we do a lot of anticipation. So because, I handle core operations again, so it's in tune for me to look at things that can go wrong in 100 ways, never in the right ways, 100 ways that things can go wrong, and what could be which fire engines I should be calling at what time to put out which fire, right? That takes priority again. But in terms of decision making, I think whichever is the best and the quickest decision, I go ahead with it. And should there be any problem with that decision, I have a contingency plan. So my brain works where I have a contingency plan A, I will already have a contingency plan Z.
Okay.
So that's how I work. So I'm used to it also. So I have a backup plan for a backup plan for a backup plan. So whichever decision I am taking, I also think about what could go wrong with that decision and what could be the safe bet to ensure that I'm putting on that fire and ensuring the operation is going about smoothly. I have a very good team also.
All right, let's move to the rapid fire round. I'll be asking you 5 questions. You have to answer within 5 to 10 seconds, and you have to keep your answers concise. Are you ready?
Yeah.
First question, a habit that you have dropped over time.
Overthinking.
Okay. First question you ask before making a decision.
First question?
You ask before making a decision.
Am I wrong?
Okay. One trend that excites you.
AI.
One skill worth mastering early.
Reading.
Are you in this industry by chance or by choice?
By choice.
Okay. One last question. Do you prefer speed or stability?
Speed.
Okay, that's great.
So for me personally, I think logistics is a great sector because I did do a shift in my career midway, And I did it because of the love that I already had, specifically on ships, basically. That's how I got into logistics again. And of course, my mentor has been Dr. Xavier Brito, chairman again. I've seen the way that he does his decisions and the way he does things. So that kind of inspired me to take it up. I think logistics is a very interesting sector in the sense each day is different. You will never see the same problem again the next day. You will never see the same challenge again. And each of those challenges are a sort of a learning for you, and it makes you a better person. It makes you a better professional. And the team is a great team. The sector is a great sector. So for anybody who's starting new and who thinks that it's a very complex sector, it is. It is tough. It is very dynamic also.
Right.
And it makes it all the more worthwhile to invest all of your time and all of your energy into the sector, because it doesn't matter which sector comes and goes. Logistics is here to stay, because without logistics, the Indian economy cannot grow. It is the logistics which is going to be driving the entire economy, right? So this is the right time to be in this sector.
So
Yeah.
this is basically a future-proof career.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank
It's been
you.